Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. When I was a little boy, there was a lot of spiritual warfare, and I was sick. I had all different kinds of problems. And my mom and dad put me in a camp to go live in a camp for 2 years. For children with asthma. Now, so asthma was one of the problems I was facing among many other things. And I went there for the 3rd grade of elementary school and the 4th grade. So that's about how old I was. And there were boys and girls at the camp. We lived in separate dormitories. Everybody there had asthma and maybe some other issues. And there was a little girl there named Jeannie. She had long, brown, kind of auburn hair. And I don't know what Jesus did, but I always liked her. We lived there together for 2 years. And even though we were in the same camp, for 2 years, I never got to do a single thing with her. And I really never got a chance to actually talk to her. Every night after dinner, they would call us to come get our medicine. And the girls were always called first, and Jeannie would always be sitting there taking her medicine. And I always tried to get her attention in whatever way I could as a little boy because I liked her so much. During the 2 years, we would see each other quite often. I mean, we're in the same camp, going to the same school. And as 2 years passed, and I didn't know how to say hello to her. I didn't know how to do anything. I was too young. She was too young. I heard that she was going home. And that's when the Lord did a miracle. A short time before her parents came to come pick her up and take her home for good, we found ourselves alone at the camp one day, and we got to play together on this little go-kart. And I know for the rest of eternity, I'll never forget that. Whatever God did, whatever He did between us, whatever He did inside of me, she was very, very special to me. And God gave us 1 hour of time playing together before she went home for good. And then I went home a short time later. And as I got a little bit older, I tried to look for her, but there was no internet, no cell phones, no nothing. There was nothing you can do to try to find somebody. So I gave up, and I gave up for the rest of my life. And a week ago, a song came on from the 1970s. And that song quickly reminded me of Jeannie and living at the camp and waiting 2 long years just to be able to play with her for a few minutes. And it was so emotional when I heard the song, so deep, so psychological. And I said to Jesus, will Jeannie be in heaven? And I believe He spoke in my heart, yes. And I said, do you think she could be there at the gates when I come in? And He said, yes, of course. And when he said that, something happened inside of me. It's just something so wonderful, so joyful. We never got really any time together, but if that message was real from the Lord, she'll be in heaven and we'll be able to talk and share all these different things. And just as I say goodbye, I don't know what Jesus did. We were little tiny kids, but I liked her so much. Wow. Can't wait to see her in heaven.